Thank grace of heaven, virtue of the master and grand predecessor and predecessor and the transmitter give me, and all of you give me the chance to share the topic with you. How to create good affinity with people. This is a scripture by our holy teacher, 济公 Buddha. So, 下一页，谢谢。This picture is kind of interesting. I like it a lot, so I saved it a long time ago. Because think about when this little rock need help, and we are the pretty flower. Do we want him to lean on us when he need help, or that's a two way, right? One way is you help him, right? The other way is get off from me. You are dirty little slimy thing, right? So which way we want to do? Right? So good affinity is you help him if you could. Okay? So
come over.
So first thing the teacher asks us, when others do things not right, okay? We think it's not right. So what should we do? We can discuss with this. When we think other people not doing the right thing, what should we do? Anybody want to say anything?
Hope they're not doing the right thing.
Yeah.
Guide them to the right direction. Guide them to the right.
Get it. And teacher says, we are human beings. Sometimes we make a mistake, right? Correct?
Yeah.
Right? So we need practice tolerance, open mind, understanding, and be appreciated. Okay? So if we do things right, then we keep going. But if we see other people do things not right, it's just like a mirror to us. And we try to tell us not to do the same thing. Okay? Second one, assume and suspicious something. Right? Our teacher said we always assume and about others. Right? Actually, this will harm ourselves most. Sometimes, unless we see what happened, but even when we see something happen, it may not be true also. Okay? So when Confucius' disciple Yan Fuzi, somebody tried to report to Confucius, says, nobody eat because that time everybody is so hungry, and he tried to cook a big part of a stew, but he tried to eat. Somebody saw that. The other disciples saw that. So this guy reported to the Confucius, say, "Hey, teacher, you did not even eat it yet." And Yan Fuzi was the one tried to eat first. He saw that. Right? He saw he ate it. So Confucius say he's such a virtuous person. Why he do that? So Confucius asked Yan Fuzi, why you eat the rice soup? Okay, and Yan Fuzi says because there's one piece of material from the roof. It's so dirty, but if he throw that away, it's kind of waste. All right, so he eat the dirt. So sometimes we see something happen, but we don't really 100%, that kind of show what really going on. Right?
He's the most famous disciple of Confucius, right? And Confucius always tell everybody or his disciple about his virtues and how good Yan Fuzi is a disciple. So his disciple cooked the rice. However, he ate the rice first. So his disciple went to report to Confucius. So your disciple did not follow. You always say he is so good. Why? I don't think so. So Confucius, all the disciples went to ask him what happened. And he said, the bird came down, stuck on the top of the rice. So he didn't. So he eat a piece of the rice there. So he doesn't want everybody else to eat the dirty rice. So he ate a piece of it. So the other person only saw he ate the rice, right? Didn't see the dirt coming down on that rice. So he didn't want all the other disciples to eat that dirty rice. So that's why the whole story came out. So sometimes we didn't see the whole truth, right? On the story, we don't see, oh, what happened to the person. But there's a story behind that. So the key here is tell us, we always look at the good side of the people. Don't think about the other side of the people. Because when we see the bad side, we kind of sometimes get upset. We say, how could it be? It happened like that. So we didn't know the whole truth. So thank you for the story. That's a very good story.
Alright, so next one is respect everyone. So do we only respect the good people, not the bad people?
No, you respect everyone.
We should respect everyone, no matter good or bad. But why?
Because they're
Huh?
Buddha.
Yeah, the Buddha nature is
They
the
can't
same.
Yeah.
The same, right?
Yeah.
He's good. He is bad right now. He may not be bad later, right? He has a chance to become Buddha too. We're good now, but later on we change our mind. We become bad too, right? So we should not distinguish good or bad. I treat everybody equal, right? Okay. All right. So when sometimes there's a conflict, the best way teacher said is standing in other people's shoes. Okay, so our perspective will change. Okay, because sometimes as a kids we always complain, oh my parent could be better, going this way that way. Correct?
Yeah.
Right? So there's a lot of complaint, but if we switch the shoes, maybe we do something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes because financially you cannot give your kids the best thing they want, but you try your best. They don't see it. And in Taoist temples too. I remember when my son was in high school, one day he told me he needed a car. It's better to be BMW. I said, what do you
Use
need I said,
BMW.
well, what do you need the BMW for? I go to work, I don't even drive the BMW. Right? He said he need a car because his friend always go to local restaurant, eat. I said, that's a walking distance, you can walk. That does not look cool. Okay? So that is a hot issue in my house. My son needed a car to go for lunch. So I asked him, if you were the parent and your kids just got the driver license, he does not know how to drive yet. Are you going to buy him a new car? Right? He said, no, the used car is fine. It's cheaper that way. But I asked him to think about, if you were a parent, are you going to buy your kids a car? And he said, no. I said, okay, that's my answer. So he did not get a car until college. Right? Next one, have an understanding heart. Okay? Sometimes we always think other people are all so bad, right? They don't fit the way we think it's supposed to be, then we think they are bad. Okay? But teachers say, don't think negative. It should be positive thinking. And we should not get the benefit from other people and hurt other people too. Right? So it's very important to have an understanding mind. Right? Next one, actually help others to return to heaven. Right? Teacher asked us, do we want to become a popular person? so welcome, everybody welcome us. So we every day we are so happy to go to temple. Anybody not happy to go to temple? Huh? We're so happy to come to temple, right? Other people go outside and play and fooling around, but we decide not to go have fun outside. We come here for fun, right? Yeah. So the purpose to be here, we try to learn a lot of knowledge, gain those knowledge, and we try to help people, right? And the most important thing is this the only way to become a Buddha and go to permanent heaven. So we are very happy to help everybody go to the permanent heaven, right? Anyone, if you want to say something, just raise your hand, okay? If you have some experience or something you want to share with us, all right? Teacher say that we should get rid of our ego, because if we want to get along with everybody in temple or outside the society, if we are too stubborn, it's really difficult to fit in those temples. All right. When we have from our heart want to help other people, that moment we are the Buddha. Right? So, Christian, you want to read it? I think this sentence is very good. Teacher said.
Get rid of ego.
No, the purple one.
More contribution, less expectations. More compliments, less criticism. More tolerance, less blame. More appreciation, less complaints.
Yeah, that's from teacher. Is it good? If we can do this, wow, cool, right? Anybody want to share anything?
No complaint.
No complaint.
Right? And sometimes,
More positive attitude.
yeah, sometimes we think of why this person do this way, that way, and why the kitchen, they don't. Oh, this is too salty. This is not delicious. Something like that. Some people will. I remember one time. That time we tried to build this building, and not much money available, right? And that's why there's a big pot noodle with celery leaf, right? So very simple meal, and here comes this guy complain. Is that sweet, this thing? All right, somebody prepare this for everybody. At least we have something to eat, right? We should appreciate, right? Because and this guy just say, "What is this?" That's so heartbroken, right? Right? Is that right? Yeah, but in temple we're not supposed to have something luxury, right? Because everything is not, a lot of donation from staff member or member, So whatever is, if we have a warm meal, should be appreciated. Agree? Right?
One thing interesting, usually the staff member, whoever cook during the week, they can submit their receipt to get a makeup reimbursed. But what I know, all those years, no one ever has done that. So everybody buy the vegetable dishes, prepare the dishes, just unconditionally, just now the temple. So all of them, maybe I know all of you the same thing. Sometimes we clean, we help, so everybody do their part. Yeah. So it's beautiful family here. Yeah.
Alright. So teacher say we should not just only cherish this affinity, but also fulfill it. Alright. So a lot of affinity, no matter the family or here, we should not create an enemy. Even in our house, our family should treat each other fair. No matter previous life, who owes who.
Who owes who?
Right? treat everybody better. Because next life you don't want to come back to pay for it too. Right? Anybody want to come back the earth to pay for whatever we haven't paid yet? Right? Alright, so
I think the Holy Teacher made one example is very interesting. Sometimes people like to plan do the plan, have a hobby, plan the plans, right? And then teacher said if we have that attachment this lifetime, we might come back next lifetime just for that. So I was thinking, what? Just plan the plans. So there's no big deal, right? But when we have attachment in ourselves, when we leave this world, one day we might come back for that because the attachment. So we have some affinity, bad affinity with somebody else. We might come back next lifetime just for that. So sometimes we have to be very careful. By the time we leave this world, we don't want to owe anybody anything, right? We want to make sure the affinity is resolved.
王杰那个圆英文怎么讲？
哪一个圆？
圆他讲说 rounded edge. I don't think that's good translation.
什么？
圆
Karma.
圆
圆这个圆。
Oh, it's
No.
not affinity. Yeah, it's called.
Just round out.
No, it's an age. It's called
round edge
cycle.
or circle.
You can say cycle.
他说 circle edge.
Cycle.
中文是什么？
原来那个圆圈，
圆圈的圆这个缘分，right？
圆分底下那个
129600年的一元会嘛。
那个圆不是那个
哪一个圆？
圆
Like round.
Oh, circle.
圆满的圆。
对。
Oh, 圆满的
Circular.
圆。Yeah, see,
Round
literally
out
it could mean
your
circle.
avidity.
Yeah, literally, but it also.
Round it out.
Yeah, kind of. Means all the affinity we have in this lifetime, we need to resolve that.
No, it's like if the word, the adjective.
Smooth.
Yeah, they
Oh,
smooth
yeah,
out.
smooth it out. Yeah, you can say
Smooth out. Yeah, smooth out. Yeah, that's good one. Smooth out. Whatever we have, good, bad, anything, we have to smooth out. We don't want to live for the next future lives.
Is it the same as a sodium?
No,
是
different.
但是圆就是把这辈子的缘，这个缘分把它圆满起来，善缘恶缘都把它圆满起来。
Yeah.
Yeah, smooth that all of affinity. That means good or bad affinity, we have to smooth it out before we leave.
Like if there's any animosity, any bad attitude, antagonism, we don't take it to heart. In the same way, we are grateful to someone for something good. We just I guess let it go, right? Do not abide in that, so that we don't have to.
Yeah, smooth it out, you could say is one adjective. Another way, I mean, the higher level is maybe resolve. It all has to be resolved.
Yeah.
Because if it doesn't, it's going to linger, and that's going to be the karmic seed, right? 种子, you're going to be, that's the karmic seed for the next next cycle or whatever. Future, it'll be a future. So we have to resolve it.
Yeah.
That's why we say 舍, 了愿, I mean, 了, to resolve all our karmic debts, 欠的, right? So whatever we owe, right, we have to, resolve it, right? So it's better to resolve it in one lifetime than to resolve it in many lifetimes, right?
What happens if there's two parties and one is resolved? To them, they let it go. The other side did not let go. Does that person who let it go still have to come back and pay back?
Go ahead.
Is it still their affinity?
Anybody want to answer the question? What do you think? We just have good conversation. What do you think?
It's possible.
Usually, when you do based on our Buddha nature, when we do the right thing, let it go, that's fine. And we don't get into that. The other person don't want to let go, that's their own individuals, he or she's on her own. Yeah. So, but the key is we have to make sure we don't owe anything. Okay, before we let go. Okay, if we owe anything, we still have to come back. But as long as we don't owe anything, we are fine. Yeah. So anybody else want to add? Yeah.
But if that person, the other person did not let go,
Yeah.
so they have to come back to pay. So and you have already let that go. So who are they gonna pay that?
Oh, this a lot of complicated. Let's put it straight. I remember even lecture they will talk about a lot of interesting concept. We have a lot of affinity in previous lives. So many living beings, not just human beings, animals too, in previous life, all the affinity there. But however, sometimes we have too many thoughts in our lifetime here. Those thoughts mature enough, we bring all those affinity back with us. So we don't have those thoughts. That's why Holy Teacher wants us to have no thought. When we have no thought, those affinity there, nobody will touch it. Will not mature. Okay? So those affinity will mature because we have a thought to bring them back.
Yeah.
So that's very careful there.
Yeah.
So a lot of times because we have too many thinking mindset, we create a karma for ourselves. So one thought is one karma seeds, right? When we have one thought, create a karma seed for the future reincarnation.
Yeah,
Go
yeah,
ahead.
so that's basically an application of law of causality, 因果, So because you have to understand, yes, we maybe owe something or anything like that, okay, but yes, eventually you're going to have to pay up. But how it's done is because it requires the secondary condition. That's the primary condition, right? That's the you can say the seed. But then you need the secondary conditions, right? The environment, I don't know, situation, it's like you have a seed, but then you still need the sun, the water, the soil, temperature, all that stuff. So those are secondary conditions. Now, those secondary conditions are what? We were talking in abstract. It's like what Transmitter Lin was talking about, our thoughts, yeah? Example, I mean, that's an example. Thoughts, feelings, whatever. Get it? Or hope, wishes, you wish, you have an aspiration. Those are secondary conditions. So the key is to get rid of those. Rid those. So if you rid those, it's like ridding the secondary conditions. You get it? So even though the primary already existed, right? You can't change that. It happened, right? It already happened. But the secondary you can control, right? So that way, I don't want to say you delay. You will not therefore allow that karmic that result to happen. Get it? If you get rid of it. And also, but not just not allowing those, getting rid of it. That's important too. That's internal. But you also should do virtues, do deeds, do merits. That's the external component. So you need both. Get it? If you have that external and the internal, then you can get rid of that karma. Very interesting, huh?
Mm-hmm.
That's how Buddhas do it.
Yeah.
So we have to learn how to do that.
The next one is to be sincere with our love, right? Love got to be sincere and take the middle path. Most importantly, we must know to cherish. For example, for little angel class, some people think they are so cute, they will give them the reward. No matter if they behave or not. They love them so much they will give all kinds of gifts. And this will confuse them. Because we say the middle path has got to be just right? And he's doing something good. Yeah, we praise them. That's why we have each month the model angel, right? So they are so happy. Right now their toys, what's the best toy for them? The iPhone, iPad. So whatever temple gives to them, it's really nothing, right? But they like the honor. Right? Since me that give them whatever the reward is, they might play a little bit and then just does it. But they love it so much. Everybody praise them, so they look forward to this. That's the honor system. So if we spoil them, and even in our house, we spoil our kids, whatever they ask, we think, the whole day I don't see my kids so much. Whatever they ask, I give to them. Good or bad. Right? Now we can see a lot of movie stars. They don't see the kids so often. So whatever they want, they give to them. Right? So, and a lot of kids, do they behave themselves? Not really. Right? They take the drug and a lot of problem afterwards. So the love is just, Lao Tzu say, the love is just in the middle. Not too much and not too little. Just right. Okay? Because my experience, I was in the Little Angel class for many, many years when Xiang's mother was around. And I found out when you discipline those kids, they will respect you better if that's reasonable. But if we plan on them or score at them a lot, not necessary. They don't respect you. So the discipline is, I want you to be good and better, so they understand. The true nature, everybody's true nature, they can sense that. And no discipline, that's bad too. They don't respect you. You spoil them, they don't respect you. Anybody want to say anything? No? All right.
No, today's kids are too smart.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, right? Too smart. So I think the Holy Teacher always said, when we don't have a good way to do at home or doesn't matter where we go, take a middle path. Don't overdo, too restricted or maybe too relaxed. So either way, in the middle path, I think probably young generation have more experience with us, right? Take a middle path. And that's critical. Yeah. Anybody want to share with us?
It's still not easy.
Not
Simple
easy.
to do. It's easy to say, but when you're at that situation,
Yeah.
environment, it's totally different. But then, hopefully, as we cultivate, our I guess, the wisdom that we're gaining, from studying cultivation will help us to take care of, to manage the situation.
Sure. That's true.
Yeah, but that wisdom comes about how? If we still cling, if we still do not serve, right? 手旁的serve, right? That means to give up, right? If we do not give up, we still attached to say some ideas, then that wisdom will be difficult to come out. Because you're still attached to something,
Yeah.
right? Something, whatever. Be it an idea, a thought, whatever. So you have to serve, right? Means abnegation, no self, no ego, blah, 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 all that, right? And then the wisdom will naturally come out. Just come out like that. No? Because what? It's no longer, you have to think. Oh, let me think. In this situation, I read someplace, or I saw a video that says, I have to do it. No. That's knowledge. That's not wisdom. Wisdom's from the Buddha nature.
So it's a straight path and a straight line.
Yeah, 即心即福, right? Same idea. So direct mind, direct heart. Or we say direct mind. That's a
Pure.
good translation.
Pure.
It's really non-conscious mind, not your conscious mind, not your 六识 or 气识, whatever. Okay, that's your Buddha nature come out. But how? How can it come out? So that's why 妄念妄想. You have to serve. You have to get rid of. Right? You cannot be attached to say, oh, I learned you have to do this from this situation. That help a little bit, but that's not complete. That's not complete. Right? You want to use that wisdom, and that's the Buddha nature. The only way Buddha nature will shine, will come out, your wisdom from you is serve. So let go. No, that's true. Otherwise, it's going to be blocked. See, Buddha nature is very, very, how can I say, very subtle. You can say subtle, right? Subtle. So it's easily hidden covered up, 盖住, by desires, attachments, thoughts, feelings, sensations, the 5 skandhas, right? All that, 五欲, right? It's all covered up. So the key is to get rid of them.
Sometimes in English it's a little hard to translate, but Chinese they call 心中无物, means you don't have anything inside. Okay, no attachment, like the lecture Kai was talking, no attachment, ego, desire, all the stuff inside, no. Let go all this stuff. Chinese is much easier to say, only 4 words. But English is harder to translate. Yeah, so go ahead.
Yeah, for kids, I believe 道德经里面讲的生而不有，为而不止，可能会work out. So if we believe we own them, and then the karma will connect together. 人家是生而不有，为而不止。We give them birth, so don't feel that's my property. No, and then by our cultivate, and then our marriage changes. So a lot of people say it's kids is a copy of the parents. So when we do the right things, when you make an original copy, you are much more clear. The copy come out gonna be, much better result. So this is my experience.
Thank you.
Okay, next one gives others confidence. This is also giving, 布施, right? So when anybody come to temple, who's supposed to give a warm, very warm feeling, a warm welcome? Right? Everybody has the responsibility,
You
right?
know why? Because they are all Buddhas. Everyone is a Buddha. Everyone is a Buddha. Okay? Yes. Yeah, everyone is a Buddha. Next, especially Nepalese. I go, no matter where we go, right? Most everything they are the Buddha reform. For us, maybe we still learning, so we are the Buddha reform. They knew they are Buddha reform. Okay, even their environmental situation is much difficult for them. Financially, it's much harder for them. But they knew they are Buddha before. Okay, even Sakyamuni Buddha, Ledi Buddha, and the other Buddhas were born in those areas. But all those Nepalese, they knew they are Buddha reform. So I thought everybody feel that way. That's interesting. So we knew that we are all Buddha reform.
Yeah, just recently moved down to the Amherst, not the person live the neighborhood.
Yeah.
I didn't, try to, I don't know how to try to talk to them and ask them to receive towel because I don't know them. Yeah.
You say namaste.
Yeah, they know it to be Chinese also. Yeah.
That's much easier for them to receive now.
Really?
Or
Okay.
95%.
I'm trying to see how
90+%.
很多人在 Amherst 附近有做 ，yeah，有。
As long as you say namaste, they will talk to you.
I'm learning.
Namaste, okay? 孝顺 Namaste, okay? It's easy to remember. Doesn't mean how are you? Namaste. That's my translation.
That's Hindu too, right? Namaste.
Hindu.
Right?
I think that's much easier to receive now.
多
yeah.
neighborhood nearby, a lot of people here from Nepal.
Yeah, you can see them received out so quickly.
Really? But I asked them, in the weekend, are you going to temple? Yeah, they told me they go down the block.
They go to
the India.
Hindus.
temple.
Yeah.
Yes, 他们是有去那
Please.
边啊 yeah.
But that's religion. That's why. So you have to explain the difference to them.
So how to discuss different?
We can talk about it on the side. I think those lectures are very good on that.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Then because we have so many members in Iowa and Ohio, thousands of them received
okay.
out in Iowa and in Ohio there. So a lot of Nepalese, more than thousands. So.
Already? Okay, I tried to talk to them and make friends first.
Yeah.
Yes.
You can ask the transmit master Rong.
Oh,
He's
okay.
the one, yeah.
All right.
And then the other lectures too. Yeah.
Yeah, so when we feel not welcome, not warm enough in temple, that's because we have ourselves not warm enough. Right? Agree? If we reach out to people and we know a lot of people need help. We reach out, we help them, we feel happy. That's the way we give the warmness to other people. We're willing to help. Right? Everybody has different kind of problem. And we're not here to solve everybody's problem. A lot of problems they got to solve themselves. But sometimes we encourage people and give them some advice. Sure, good advice, not a bad advice. Right? So that helps too. Right? Sometimes we can say that people they want to suicide. Right? They want to suicide. Our holy teacher said to people they want to suicide. We have that ability to convince people not to suicide. That's one. Okay? We need to spreading this sincere love. Okay? Just like the Buddha. Right? Again, when people has a painful life or they're ill, we try to show we care. Right? Not just walk away and just look at them as invisible. That's not care, right? Yeah, this encourage people. This smile and give them support. Sometimes when things are not do the way we want, some people will scold at the other party. Okay, I did see that happening. But I don't think anybody like to be blamed with, correct? Because even we score at that person, we are not happy. And the people learn from us, he's not really happy too. So that's not really not necessarily exist this kind of pattern in temple. We should talk generally, right? So just like a saint camp, they never discourage anybody, right? Yeah, they all they love us, no matter we behave or not. They always accept us, love us. And she raised her hand.
Well, there's a good story about this that I'd like to share. I think in the neighboring country of Buddha,